first of all, take what's coming, think about it, and then try to make the best of it, and try to make the best of it in more dimensions.
How did you find the first scholars coming to you?
You mean, how did I find the way to WingTsun?
No, the first people to teach. How did they find you?
I built up the schools with my Sie for Oliver König together. And he was one of the first guys in Austria. He was born in Vorarlberg, and then he came to Vienna. And I get in contact with him at the very beginning time, and he was the first guy who did it really professional in our organization. He said, okay, let's put some economic benchmarks on the WingTsun school also. It's not only that you're good in WingTsun, and the higher you're graduated, the better you are and the more students you have. So be on the students, be on the people who you want to have as students. And that's dealing about price policy, that's dealing about advertising, that's dealing about how you can make the beginning as easy as possible for students.
So you were teaching, and then you had to find some time during the day to also have these ideas of developing the business.
Of course, yes.
And you have children.
And I have children. I have two children in the age of 7 and 9. And I have a very understandable wife. And she supports me. She's doing my management, and without her, I can't do what I do.
It's a team sport.
We can't. It's a team sport. Yes, of course. And I learned from Sie for Oliver König a lot. And he was one of the driving forces in our organization, also in the whole EWTO, who improved a lot of steps also nowadays, with web optimizing and things like this. So we have a very, very professional product. I always say to the people for fun, welcome to the Champions League of martial arts. And we also built up the structure in the last years for this, that we have all the things also on the site. We have an office, we have an own web magazine, we have own newspapers, we have an own books. So you can, in nearly every topic, you can written in books. You can study WingTsun meanwhile. We have one university in Manchester, Buxton University, and we have one university in Plovdiv, Bulgaria. That's unique.
What did you recently change your mind about?
Take what's coming. The first sentence of the large principle is what is the most important thing. You can't change everything, but you have to arrange with everything. In former times, I was very strict. I said, okay, I like this, I don't like this. I still know what I don't like very, very exactly. But I'm a little bit more open to things which come. And in my age, I look very young, I know, but I'm 43 now, and I have a lot of experience with the students, and you have to deal with everything, and the philosophy of the Taoism say, first of all, take what's coming, think about it, and then try to make the best of it, and try to make the best of it in more dimensions. What is good for the student, what is good for your school, for the rest of the community, what is good for the organization, and what is good, of course, for myself as the leader of that school.
That's so hard to to really accept what is coming, to see it and to be open for it.
Yes, of course, but we, as I mentioned at the very beginning, we started with the physical access to our nerve system. I don't start teaching the students some strategy or philosophy. I started WingTsun when I was 12 and a half years. And always there's something coming from outside to me, and I have to bring all the physical components and how can you solve a situation for the mental part. I was doing some personal protection, I was doing security jobs, and I did some mistakes, and I get hit sometimes, and you learn, okay, get up more often than you fall down.
Let's show the audience.
Of course.
What that means.
Okay, let's go to an application which happens very often, a common application. He is doing this pre-fighting position, which is totally correct, because he makes a gap, he makes a barrier, and he communicates to me physically, we mental, here's a barrier. The open hand is signalizing, I'm not weaponed, I don't want to have any fight, any quarrel. But it can happen that I grab his wrists. So, change the situation, you do it to me. Yes, if I have my wrists grabbed, I use the weapon which is free, and this is the elbow. I go forward, I go down, and I try to come out. So from here I use the weapon which is free, not the weapon which is locked. Instead of using the force here, I use the freeway here. Now his wrist is in a very uncomfortable position and I need less force to come out. If the way is free, trust forward, sticking to our principles. Ready? Perfect, once again. Yes, that's it. Easy, but it can happen.